Hello everyone, welcome to our final capstone demo. We are DebateIT, and let's start off with some introductions.
Hello, I'm Ahmed.
I'm DK.
I'm Milo.
And I'm Quinn, and we are DebateIT.
To begin, let's start off by setting the stage with the problem that we want to address. First, we're all well aware of modern political discourse driven by hostility, polarization, and political exhaustion. We believe the root of all of these issues are technology, such as the online echo chambers designed by algorithms, which reinforce exactly what a user already believes, internet toxicity that discourages political discourse in the first place, and misinformation. On top of all of this, many Americans lack the key skills required to have a healthy discussion in the first place, such as listening to the person that they disagree with to understand where they're coming from, communicating their own needs and views clearly, and discussing tough topics without escalating emotions. So we are DebateIT, a social platform for healthy discussion. Our mission is to foster respectful, real-world political dialogue by upholding three core values: civility, where every voice is treated with respect; integrity, such that there is honesty and fairness in every discussion; and open-mindedness, where technology drives exposure to new perspectives. The way that we've designed this technology is by first attaining user interests so that we know how to make matches for them, and then making the actual matches where users are suggested debates that challenge their perspectives, and then a standard chat style debate flow and AI moderation that enforces respect and reduces toxicity on our platform. With that, we'll jump right into a live demo.
Cool. Thank you, Milo. So this is what our user is introduced to. There is a tutorial here. This page says voting mechanics, so you can disagree with a post, skip it, or agree with it. And then there is filter mechanics where you can filter with groups that you've joined and other categories that's set. And then you can search for hyper-specific categories or debate posts. And then you can preview a debate if you wanted more context. And then you can, once you join a debate, if you disagree or agree, you are introduced into a list where you can search for the specific debates you've joined. And then every debate has a room balance where you can see how many people are in the room, how many comments, and the balance between agreed and disagreed people. And then you can flag the specific debate post. We're flagging if it's something that has if it's something that's toxic that went through the ML pipeline. And then you can post you can post in the debate. And then here, so I wanted to create a post about Claude's newest model called Mythos, and it should be released immediately. And then here we can use a definitions feature where we can explain what Claude Mythos is to people that are not familiar with AI models. And then here we would put our content of our discussion, and then we can pick a category and then also make it pick what group it should be posted to. And then our AI model can also detect what categories or recommend what categories this model or this debate post should be posted to. And then once you post it, you already you can see it in your debate list, and people can interact with it.
All right, thank you, Ahmed. I will now show you guys a little bit more about the groups feature. This is where a user can join a group that is public, or they can search up a group by public name, or they can join with a code. A user can create a group that has a name and a description, and they can choose whether it should be public and whether members can create debates. If a user goes to a group that they are a member of, they have the option to create a debate in that group, browse the debates, or go to the debates that they are already a part of. And if they are the host of a group, then they have a little bit more power. They can create an invite code, generate a new one. They can transfer the host to somebody else, or they can change any of these settings at these times. If we go back, then I will show you what happens when I browse debates in a certain group. I can skip through some, and then I can join this debate. And let's say I'm not having a good day. I want to be a little toxic on the internet. I will say, hey, this loser didn't pass 2420. and this will go through our moderator, and the AI will return some feedback for me to read, and I can either choose to edit my post content or wait for manual review. And so I think that this should be posted, so I'm going to wait for manual review. And you can see that it's not posted, but if I go to my account, you are not able to see that, but you are able to see the other one that I posted. And this page, you can see any posts or comments, and you can also see your interests that you've selected and change them at any time. And then if I go to my notification center, this is where I'll see anything and everything that will keep me interacted. And for example, this person replied to my post, so I can click on it. It'll take me there. It'll show me their reply, and it will remove the notification. It'll show me when people join groups that I'm a part of or post to groups that I'm a part of. And finally, that post that I just made, it went to this under review section. And so I can click on this and look at what it's supposed to be. And this will keep it there. And then if I go to another account, you will see that this account has some different permissions. They have the option to moderate because they have moderator privileges, and they will see under their review section this post, and they can click on it for context again, and they can obviously reject it because that is clearly toxic. And then if I go back to my other account and I click away and then come back, you can see that it has gone to the reviewed section where it is no longer there. The final feature that we wanted to show you that was recommended by users was that they wanted to scroll through and agree and disagree with a bunch of debates. And so we made that toggleable before they get sent to the debate screen, so they can just go through and choose whether they want to talk about stuff, and then all of those debates will now show up in their feed. I will now pass it back to DK, and he will tell you a little bit more about our architecture.
Thank you, Quinn. So you just saw the live demo, and this is how it works like in the background. So we use a UI for the with the React, and then for the backend we use a Django. And inside the backend, we implemented the recommendation algorithm that checks the freshness or relativeness for etc. And for the database, we use a Supabase, and there's a different server called like DebateIT that runs like 24/7. And from the backend, we use a Tailscale VPN to talk to the DebateIT server. So inside the server, there's two different things. One's for moderator pipeline and the one's for runner. For the moderator pipelines, we use like machine learning model for the phase one. And if the machine learning model can't figure it out, then we pass this to like the second model, which is utilizing the LLM model. So if the LLM model even fail to figure it out with the low confidence, then we pass it to like the human moderation set. And here's how we address it, and here's how we utilize our software skill. We committed like 214 commits, and we use 46 API endpoints, 9 for debate endpoints, 11 for group endpoints, and 4 for invite endpoints, and 22 for standalone endpoints, such as machine learning and authentications. And we also developed like 25 different test files, and inside those test files, we have 342 test cases, and we also tested like 15 people for our user study, and we figured out the user found out the minor bugs, and we got some feedback for the UI UX.
Great, thank you, DK. Thank you everyone for watching our video. Before we conclude, we have a few acknowledgements that we made. We received a lot of mentorship along the way from our professors Ahmed Al-Salim, Professor John Regier, and then our TAs, Luis and Noah. So thank you to them for their mentorship and their guidance.
Thank you all for listening. We really appreciate your time.
Thank you.